Welcome back. After a block full of Bayside highlights, we got to go north and east.
That's exactly right. We're going to Delaware to two of the top teams. Undefeated Dover hosting Smyrna, and the Senators would actually get out to a hot start like in all of their games this year. Eden Davis finding a cutting Jaheim Spencer. He takes it to the rack.
He's 6'7".
And gets the foul. Yeah, amazing athlete right there. Senators getting the job done on defense too. John Lassiter gets the steal. He finds Elijah Allen open. Dover up big in the first. The Eagles would make a push to make it close. Isaiah Creedle, nice inbound pass to himself, up and under. Dover up 22 at the half.
Yeah, so Eagles looking to close the gap in the second. Nashawn Sylvester gets it, knocks down the jumper for 2 of his team-high 17 points. Now Smyrna would come to within 11 points, but the fourth quarter belonged to the home team. And, Mr. Elijah Allen driving to the basket for 2 of his 11 game points. But the big star for the Senators, Eden Davis.
Yeah, he's
Shocker.
tough.
Running around his defender, stops at the foul line. Going to stop, pop, hits it, doesn't matter. He had a lot of points tonight. Dover, they dominate Smyrna, the final 69-49.
It feels real good. We come in every day, practice, work hard like we haven't won nothing. That's all it is. Team effort. We just all play together. We love each other. We just work hard. It's a good win. It's a good feeling. Come into practice, listen to our coach, and then play together as a team.
So what do we think about this game?
Yeah, I can remember being here long enough that Dover-Smyrna was one of the primetime matchups in all of Delaware, not just north or south, in all of Delaware, to see those those stands half empty. And, it just looks different. But to Dover's point, Davis and Allen are just a killer 1-2 punch in the entire state. If Allen's not going and Davis is going, and then vice versa, I don't see how they mess this undefeated streak up.
So the 13-0 with this win tonight. We saw them against Sussex Tech last week on Friday night, giving up a little bit as we went into the third and fourth quarter. But even with that, almost nonchalant play, they still were able to win by 12 points. Now they come out tonight. Not the best matchup, not the best Smyrna team that we've seen in recent years like last year.
Not a 20-point loss.
But nonetheless, they take care of business in a very convincing fashion, a 20-point win at home. So a big win for Dover. They remain undefeated, and we have a lot more action from the Henlopen. And for more, going to send it back over to Jonah.
Another Henlopen matchup this evening with Dover still undefeated. A school just down the road, Caesar Rodney, looking to keep the pace in the north, hosting Polytech. CR took the first matchup in week 1 of the season, so Poly looking to pay them back. And early on, the Panthers getting it done. Brandon Obike nails a 3, so Poly up 9 after 1 quarter. But over the next 3 quarters, CR would just walk them down. Shaf Clark could not be contained. Pulls down the board, puts up the bucket, and 1, and then later in the corner, the ball is swung to Siad Miles. His 3 sends CR into the halftime break with a 5-point lead, just flipping it in 1 quarter. And in the second half, this guy again, too easy for Clark. He finished with a game-high 30. CR outscores Poly by 20 in the second half to win it 70-45. And to the girls, Cape and Sussex Central looking for control over the Henlopen North. Central took their matchup in December, so Vikings looking to avenge that loss. Cape got off to a slow start, but got some playmaking from Dania Cannon, who finds Micaiah Applewhite in the corner for 3. And then Cannon taking the offense into her own hands, drives into the lane and finishes for the easy lay-in. Part of her game-high 21 points. Central trying to cut into that lead with time winding down in the first half. Ambria Stratton knocks down the 3 as time expires. She called bank. It's open on a Friday night, but Cape just too strong. Cannon finds Applewhite again, and Cape, they would win it 52-29 over Central and is now in the driver's seat in the Henlopen North. We'll send it back over to you guys.
All right, Jonah, I thought you were Daniel, frozen in time there.
That's how cold it is.
I'm really glad they took that off. I wasn't going to be able to keep it together.
That's how cold it is.
Well, anyway, what should everyone be talking about other than Daniel frozen in time there?
Actually, how Dover's still pulling off this undefeated streak. I think we talked about the recipe, Eden Davis,
Elijah
Allen, excuse me. And, these guys just, can they get 7 more games to finish an undefeated season?
I think anybody would agree that if we're continuing to talk about Dover, that backcourt kind of supersedes their front court. Elijah Allen, Eden Davis, what they're able to do together. Either of them could go for 25 points on any given night. But also, I didn't realize tonight watching the highlights, Shaf Clark dropped 30 points as well against Poly. So a lot of really good teams coming here out of Delaware, specifically Dover, we mentioned, undefeated. But breaking away from basketball, we do need to know about the weather. And for more, Daniel Johnson is standing by again.
Temperatures today, not bad, into the 40s and even 50s in spots. 43 in Cambridge, so chilly there. 49 in Salisbury, 50 was the high in Ocean City. But get ready as we head into the weekend, especially Sunday. We're looking at morning rain, morning mild temperatures, but then an Arctic front pushes through and temperatures crash through the day Sunday. We start in the 50s. By the afternoon, we're likely in the 20s. Winds are going to pick up too, gusting to 40 Saturday night, continuing into Sunday, gusting above 40. So I won't be surprised if a wind advisory is in effect as we head through Saturday night and Sunday, and that might even continue into Monday with pretty strong winds. The system right now is still far out to our west, and that will bring us the changing weather for the weekend. So tonight, partly cloudy, chilly, down to near 30 degrees. As we head into tomorrow, a warm front will be to our south, so we're 45 for the day, still a bit cool, and we're dry too, but once this lifts through Saturday night, that's when we're expecting some rain and climbing temperatures, believe it or not. But again, we're dry for the daytime hours on Saturday, into the mid-40s, with rain arriving shortly after sunset. So here's Futurecast. You can see we might even wake up to a little bit of sunshine on Saturday morning. Not a lot though. The clouds roll through. Here comes the rain, especially Sunday morning. That's when we'll see the heaviest rain, and then it pushes through. It might even quickly change to a little bit of snow or sleet early in the afternoon on Sunday. No big deal. But with the temperatures crashing on Sunday, that's when we're concerned about a flash freeze. I know we probably sound like a broken record. We've been talking about it for a long time, but the wet ground, the puddles, the roadways could turn icy as we head through Sunday afternoon. Temperatures plummet into the teens, so everything likely to freeze if it's wet Sunday night. Cold, 22 on Monday, 15 for the low, and we warm up a little bit by Wednesday on 50 at 250. Ryan?
Daniel, thank you very much. I just got to say, that just seems like a great weekend to just stay inside and watch football.
Yes.
No way.
No way going outside. We saw it when it goes from 45 down to 11, which means we're going to be inside, and that also means we have a lot more coming up after our second break. Now, what's going to come up? Some wrestling from earlier this week. Exactly, inside. We hit the mats in both Maryland and Delaware. Highlights coming up after the break.
This is Freeman Williams III, boys basketball coach from Cesar Rodney High School. You're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.